Climb aboard for a day trip to Ship Island and you'll find that at least one of Mississippi's popular summertime destinations is still a great place to enjoy some sun and sand. Scott Phillips of MPB News has the story.
Tourism is Mississippi's largest private employer. Last year, it brought in billions of dollars in tax revenues. In the 9 months since Hurricane Katrina, Gulf Coast tourism has started to make a comeback. We witnessed much of this comeback on a recent trip out to Ship Island.
The Ship Island Ferry probably is a good barometer of tourism on its way back on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Tourists have been coming out with the Skermata families for about 80 years, and in the summertime we can get between 300 and 600 visitors a day out here. People can come down and take the boat out to the barrier island and enjoy a day in the sun and get some time at Fort Massachusetts. So this is one activity that people can do when they're back on the coast. And we invite people who are down, who are volunteering their time now, to come out and take a break and come on out to Ship Island.
Tourism is absolutely essential to the Gulf Coast. Without tourism, we would be in trouble. People are coming down here to see the damage, and it's sort of I hate to say it, a bizarre tourist attraction, but people are here. They're curious, they want to see it. As far as our business is that we need to get back in business as quickly as possible, show the visitors and show the locals that we still have a viable tourist attraction here, and there's fun things to do. The island's in good shape. The beaches are still beautiful on the island. You still have the beautiful clear water. I think people need to understand that we've got something to offer here.
Well, it's very important to this economy down on the coast, but this is a jewel. This is just a great place for people to come and visit. It's why it's a national seashore. It's one of the most visited national park areas in the United States until all the storms hit. These barrier islands provide recreational activities for people, a place for people to get away from stress of their jobs or their whatever they're going through, and come out here and just relax and enjoy a beautiful place. It's very important, not only just for the, as we say, for the economy, but also for the soul.
I do see tourists coming back, and they're expecting to see the island like it was. And we've had to make some concessions to the facilities here. It may take a year or two, but it'll be back like it was.
The National Park Service has rebuilt the ferry dock and the Cross Island Boardwalk. Now they are in the process of adding restrooms, drinking water, and of course, some shade.
One of the things we want to make sure of is that we get those visitor amenities out there as quickly as possible, because I do remember after Hurricane Camille, the island had a reputation of being very, very tough on tourists that would visit the island, and sunburns. Ship Island's notorious for a sunburn out there, as you know. So we need to get that shade out there and that water. It's going to be critical, especially when we get into midsummer.
We made a goal of trying to get this area open to people coming out by ferry on Good Friday. And we made that goal. We have a lot more to do, but we're just glad to have people out here again, because that's what makes this place special. People can come out and visit the area.
One of the keeper's wives brought some oleander bushes out here, and she planted them around the lighthouse fence. There must have been 10, and they were about, they were 8 or 10 feet tall in the summertime. There's one left. It's been there 70 years. I was so proud to see that when I went down there, and I said, I wonder if that oleander bush got through that, and it did. So that was a good sign for me.
I think people need to understand that we've got something to offer here. We hope they'll come and bring their families, and we still have the diversity. We've got the casino industry, of course, that you hear about so much. We still have the family attractions. We still have wonderful charter boats. Fishing is going to be outstanding this year.
I do see tourists coming back, and that is really an encouraging sign to see life out here again, and after all this destruction, and people coming back, private boaters coming back, and people enjoying it. And even though there's a lot of destruction, the island's still here.
Tourism is a really important part of the Mississippi Gulf Coast economy. People spend a lot of money when they come out down to the coast, and it's very important to the economy down here and for the economy to rebuild. People all over the state have memories coming out to Ship Island as children. We want them to continue having that experience with their families to come back and to enjoy a boat ride out to Ship Island.
For Beyond Katrina, I'm Scott Phillips.